Hello everyone, welcome back to AutoTrend TV. I am your Viprajesh again from Chandra Hyundai Coimbatore today, and I am here with the newly launched Hyundai Creta SX diesel variant in its galaxy blue color. You may have already seen my first look video of the SX diesel mulberry red Hyundai Creta, but this here is a much more detailed review of the SX diesel variant. First of all, coming to the exteriors, the new Hyundai Creta definitely looks much more imposing with striking new design elements when you compare with the first generation Hyundai Creta. At the front, you can definitely see the massive cascading grille, which is the signature design element of Hyundai, along with the unique split headlamps. The top spec variants of the new Hyundai Creta gets tri-beam LED headlamps along with LED DRLs. However, the fog lamps which are located lower down in the bumper are regular halogen bulbs. Along with the front fog lamps, you can also find the turn indicators. On the SX variant, the front and rear bumpers gets silver finished skid plates. Moving on towards the sides, you can see a lot of sharp and aggressive lines with muscular haunches, which makes the new Creta feel much more SUV than before. On the SX variant of the new Hyundai Creta, you get single-tone silver-colored 17-inch alloy wheels. However, only the top spec SX optional variants of the new Creta get dual-tone design for the alloy wheels. The SX and SX optional variants of the new Hyundai Creta get rear-wheel disc brakes as standard as well. Other nice design details on the new Creta include massive chrome door handles on the top spec variants and the silver finished signature design element, which starts from the bottom of the C pillar and extends all the way up to the A pillar, ending at the top of the front window. Along with that, the new Hyundai Creta gets silver finished roof rails for the 1.5 petrol and diesel engine equipped models. However, these roof rails are just for aesthetic purpose and cannot be used for loading. The reason being the availability of a massive panoramic sunroof even on this SX variant. Moving on towards the rear, here also the new Creta gets the quirky looking split tail lamp setup. These tail lamps have LED elements integrated into them and look best when lit at night. You get the SX badging on the right side of the tailgate right below the tail lamp, and you also get the fairly large Creta branding right under the Hyundai badging. Another quirky little touch is that the high mounted stop lamp is located right on the tailgate, exactly on the black strip which connects both the tail lamps. On the SX variant, the rear bumper also gets a silver finished skid plate kind of design. However, there is only one reverse lamp provided on the rear of the Hyundai Creta, the other one being a rear fog lamp. So that was all about the exterior design elements of the new Hyundai Creta SX diesel. This is how the car looks like from the side profile. It seems to be packed with features even on this SX variant. While the exteriors may not be up to everyone's tastes, the interior definitely promises much more. So let's just get inside this car to check out the interiors and overall features. Yes folks, I'm right now inside the new Hyundai Creta SX turbo diesel engine equipped model, and this is how the interior looks in detail. You may have already seen my very quick short review of the new Hyundai Creta SX diesel. This is a detailed review of the new Hyundai Creta SX diesel now. So first of all, to begin with, you get nice leather wrapped steering wheel with a flat bottom kind of design. The design overall kind of mimics the Audi's new signature design steering wheel, but it definitely looks nice. It also gets cruise control as standard even on this SX variant. That is also really very good. Along with that, you also get this very nice looking transmission lever. This here is a 6-speed manual transmission, which is the standard transmission available on the 1.5 liter petrol and 1.5 liter diesel engine options on the new Creta. This is very good to hold, very nice to look at and feel, because this also gets a leather finish. As you can clearly see, it is really nice and well complementing to this interior. Coming to other details, of course, you can see that this interior is a beige and black theme interior with nice faux aluminum and faux metal finish all round. As you can see on the AC vents, the same faux metal finish can be found on the steering wheel as well. And of course, you also get these buttons over here, which also kind of mimic the faux metal finish, and so are the AC controls. So everything here is very tastefully and very nicely designed. It is not as flamboyant, but it is definitely much more plush and much more comfortable to look and feel, because the materials have been improved in quality very significantly. You can see the nice texture over here. Along with that, you also get this kind of faux stitching kind of design, which is really nice. It's a very nice touch. It is not definitely a leather. It is not at all a leather, but they have made it look like leather due to the stitching, which is a really good thing. It is a nice touch. Coming to the seats, however, you can see that the SX variant does not provide leather seats. Instead, it gets fabric seats, which themselves are amazing in quality and even in design. You get this kind of quilted finish on the edges, as you can see on the bolstering side, but at the center where you actually sit, you get flat contouring. There is no sort of quilting or anything. It is nice. It is very supportive, incredibly comfortable, and ideal for long drives for everyone. So that is really nice as well. Apart from that, you get this center console, which is kind of simple to look at, but it has got a whole lot of features integrated into this infotainment system. As you can see, this is a 10.2-inch Bluelink connectivity system, which is available on the new Hyundai Creta as well from this SX variant. So this system basically integrates everything, including navigation, Android Auto, Apple CarPlay, reverse parking camera, and a whole lot of other features as well, which also include voice commands. Say for the sunroof, yes, Hyundai Creta is now available with voice commands through which you can operate even the sunroof and a whole lot of other features, I guess. So that is really nice. However, on this SX variant, you do not get a digital instrument cluster. A fully digital or a semi-digital instrument cluster is available only on the SX optional DCT automatic variant, and even of course the SX optional top spec variants of the manual diesel and petrol variants as well. So that is reserved for only the top spec variants, but this here is an equally good system, because this is a very proven analog digital display combination. Of course, you get the MID in the center. Even this is kind of good to look at. As you can see, the tacho, the speedo, the engine temperature gauge along with the fuel gauge, everything are analog. Only this center screen is a digital unit, which is a multi-information driver display. It provides you all the information you need, such as the distance to empty, average range, trip meter A, trip meter B, and all those things. It even provides you details about the navigation. If you actually turn on navigation on your this touchscreen, that is also reflected over here, so that you need not take your eyes off your line of sight. As you can see, this is the line of sight for me, and it is clearly very visible. So that is really nice feature, which is available only on cars from above segment, but that is now available even on the Hyundai Creta as well. That is really nice. Coming to the infotainment system, this here is the massive infotainment system. It also gets a nice touch in the form of a compass. That is really nice. This is the navigation system, which is inbuilt. Of course, you can use Google Maps through Android Auto and Apple CarPlay, but of course the Creta also gets inbuilt navigation, which itself is quite
crisp and very easy to use. The system is amazing in terms of response. It is definitely much better than rivals. As you can see, you can actually see the whole of India over here, so that is really very nice. So that's all about that. Apart from that, let me just get to the home screen right now, and that is the home screen. Of course, you get Android Auto, Apple CarPlay, BlueLink connectivity, radio, Bluetooth connectivity, and so on. Everything is available in this, and it is quite a large display. It kind of fits in with the interior design theme. They have really designed this very good, and it's much more comfortable to use as well. Coming to the climate control console, this here is the climate control system. Of course, it's quite simple. You have got only 2 rotary knobs and around 5 buttons. That is all. It's very simple. However, I feel that it could have been a little bit better in terms of decoration and appeal, because it kind of looks a little bit too plain, don't you think? Because the surround is in black, and you get only 5 buttons over here which are in silver, and you get these kind of knobs. It is a good thing that they have kept it minimalistic, but I wish they could have added a little bit of more touch, a design touch or something. But still, it works amazingly fine. You get everything in here, so I don't think so you would need any other additional buttons or decorative things or something, because this works absolutely fine. Coming lower down, of course, you get the wireless charging panel over here, just like on see the Hyundai Verna, the Hyundai Venue, the Aura, the Nios, and of course this feature is now available even on the Hyundai Creta as well. This is really nice and large and can suit a certain range of mobile phones, be it any brand, so that is really good. You also get a 12-volt charging socket over here. Along with that, you also get 2 USB ports. One is for actual USB, and the other one is actually for your phone charging, smartphone charging. So that is really nice touch. Coming further lower down, you get this button over here, through which you can access your rear view camera even while going forward. How good is that? This feature was first provided on certain Tata cars such as the Nexon, but now the Hyundai Creta along with the Nios and even the Aura gets this, which is really nice. You can even turn the reverse camera on using this. Let me just well, since the car is in standby mode with handbrake on, you cannot turn that. Instead, let me just pop it into reverse, and this is how the reverse display looks like. It is almost very good in clarity. It is definitely fine. You get a nice wide clear view of what is behind this car, and you also get a separate screen to show the sensor level. Of course, this is the sensor level. This car is provided with 4 parking sensors, and that's why you get a wide range of monitoring, which is really very nice. Coming to other things, of course, lower down, you get to see this a couple of cup holders where I have placed the key. Coming to the key, this is how the key of the Hyundai Creta looks like on the SX and be it any other top-end model. So it is basically the same key design which is available on the Venue, the Verna, and some certain other cars, which is nice. It is kind of thick, but I wish they could have provided a little bit more premiumness when it comes to the feel of the material. It is a simple plastic material with no rubberized finish. It could have been a little bit better, but still it works totally fine. You get this couple cup holders over here, which is nice. There is a manual park brake, the handbrake lever. It is just manual on this variant. On the top spec DCT automatic variant though, you get an electronic parking brake along with front ventilated seats. Those are absolutely great features to have. Coming to the driver armrest, of course you get a nice storage space underneath, but there is no sort of cooling facility or a charging port underneath this, so you just have to use it for storing certain small things, that's all. One small gripe is that this armrest does not get any sort of adjustment function, which is kind of a little bit of a miss on Hyundai's side, but it is totally fine because as you can see, I am totally comfortable in operating the transmission lever while my elbow is resting on the armrest, but shorter people may find it a bit of a miss, but it's totally fine. It is very comfortable, it is nicely padded, it is soft to touch and feel. That is really comfortable. So coming to the roof, of course, you get a day-night switch for the IRVM. It is not auto-dimming. Auto-dimming IRVM is available only on the top-spec SX optional variants. But even on this SX variant, you get these 3 buttons which include SOS, towing alert and BlueLink connectivity functions. Because this car gets BlueLink connectivity function as standard with this 10.25 inch touchscreen system on the SX variant itself. So that is really nice. Moving on towards the right side of the steering wheel, which I absolutely forgot, you get the push button start button. Along with that, you also get the traction control button over here to turn it off, but I would not recommend doing that because safety is first. And beside that, you also can find the headlamp leveler scroller. Another nice touch, if you may have noticed, is the availability of interior ambient mood lighting. Ambient mood lighting is available in this car. I'm not sure whether you can have various other colors as well, but this is good enough. Let me just check the car's functions so as to check lights. Okay, so there is no sort of other color options. I guess for the ambient mood lighting you have to do with this blue light alone, but it still looks very nice, kind of very sleek. It extends all the way up to the driver's side, so that is really very nice. Coming to steering wheel, of course, you get tilt adjustment on the SX variant. Meanwhile, only the SX optional top spec variants get a telescopic function. That is okay, but it could have been provided at least even on this SX variant. So apart from that, you get automatic headlamps, but no automatic wipers. I don't know why, but that is also okay. Coming to the roof, of course, the best feature in the Hyundai Creta is the sunroof. This massive panoramic sunroof, available even on the SX variant. Usually this panoramic sunroof is available only on the topmost spec variants of any other competitor SUV, but the Creta provides that even on this SX variant. It is nicely one-touch operable. As you can see, it is quite large as well and lets in a lot of light and air. This sunroof is actually usable only when you are going to hill stations or something, because in the urban conditions you cannot use this sunroof. And as you can see, if you decide to close the sunroof, the sun blinds also are automatically closed. If you want to open the sun blinds alone, you can also do that. And if you want to actually tilt open the sunroof, you can also do that as well. I'll just slide the sun blinds all over. So that's all. So that's all about the front of the Hyundai Creta's cabin. And coming to the driver door, of course, every material is nice to feel, nice to look at, and they have got a kind of a soft touch, a kind of feel. Of course, the padding on the doors could have done with a little bit more soft touch material or leather finish or something, but that is not available. Of course, these are the buttons of the Hyundai Creta on the driver door for the windows and mirrors and everything. Of course, the Creta gets auto folding ORVMs on the top spec variants, while electronically adjustable ORVMs are standard on most of the variants. You get auto down function for the driver window along with auto up function as well. So that is very nice. Coming to the speaker quality, of course, you get 4 speakers along with 2 tweeters, all of them which are tuned by Archimedes. So the audio quality is really very good. However, the Bose surround system of a total of 8 speakers is available only on the SX optional variants, the top spec variants. But still, this system is definitely very impressive for this one. So as you can see, the audio quality is still very impressive even though it's not from Bose. So that's all about the front of this cabin. Of course, coming to the seats, you get manually height adjustable driver seat on this SX variant, while the top spec SX optional variants are available with electronically adjustable 6-way power adjustable driver seat. So that covers everything on the Hyundai Creta's front side of the cabin. So let me just get to the rear seats right now.
Yes folks, I'm right now in the back seat of the new Hyundai Creta SX Diesel, and this is how the dashboard looks like from the rear seat. All the variants of the new Hyundai Creta gets rear AC vents, while the top spec variants are also available with a smart USB charger for the rear seats with a slot for storing your mobile phone. The overall material quality and comfort levels are significantly impressive, with the massive panoramic sunroof improving the cabin ambience. The top spec SX optional variants are also available with leather upholstery. However, even on this SX variant, there are a lot of very nice touches.
Be it the petrol or diesel, manual or automatic, you get these velvet finished, very soft cushy pillows for the rear headrests as standard from the SX variant of the Hyundai Creta itself. That is nice. Along with that, you also get these very handy and very convenient manual sunshades for the rear seat windows. That is also impressive when you want to beat the heat. Along with that, you also get a nice center armrest, which is quite large and thick with a couple of cup holders integrated into it. It is perfectly ergonomically positioned, and so are the pillows. I can actually sit and relax here for, well, hundreds of kilometers. So that is really very impressive. Coming to the safety kit, of course, you get ISOFIX child seat mounts only on the SX and SX optional variants. Other standard safety features include dual airbags, ABS, EBD, with pre-tensioner seat belts, and the traction control is available from the SX variant itself, as you may have already seen. However, 6 airbags are available only on the SX optional top spec variants of the Hyundai Creta. This car, even though having traction control and ESP, does not have 6 airbags, but still it's totally fine. So that's all about the rear seats. The headroom is excellent. The view from the sunroof is actually very impressive as well. You also get individual LED lights for every passenger. That is also nice attention to detail. Of course, coming to the rear doors, the materials and choice of colors are very similar to the front doors. You get this nice metal finish door handle with the metal door locks as well. That is really nice attention to detail. You get the nice solid and robust feeling power window buttons, and everything is perfect. So this is a really very spacious car. Very impressive features list as well. So let me just pop open the boot and later get under the bonnet of the Hyundai Creta SX diesel.
Yes guys, I'm right now standing behind the new Hyundai Creta SX diesel, and this here is a good look at the boot space of the new Hyundai Creta. The new Hyundai Creta gets around 433 liters of boot space, which is just a little bit better than the Tata Harrier and is fairly very usable as well. Coming to the features inside this boot, of course you get a small yellow boot lamp which is decent enough for illumination, and of course you get a very thick parcel tray. You also get the option of split folding rear seats in order to improve the boot space if you have to load certain large luggages. Under the boot floor of the new Hyundai Creta is a 16-inch steel spare wheel, which is also available with all the toolkit and jack. Yeah, the floorboard is also kind of heavy and of very high quality. That means you have to push it firmly to lock it in place. So that was all about the boot space of the new Hyundai Creta SX diesel. Let's just get to the engine bay to check out the engine right now. In order to pop open the bonnet of the new Hyundai Creta, you have to unlatch this lever in the driver footwell and just open the bonnet. The new Hyundai Creta is significantly heavier than before in order to improve its safety, and that's why the bonnet also is quite heavy. Of course, this here is the new 1.5 liter 4-cylinder turbocharged diesel engine, which produces around 115 PS of power and 250 Newton meters of torque. Transmission options are a 6-speed manual and a 6-speed torque converter automatic transmission. This here is a BS6 compliant turbocharged diesel engine, which was also previously seen on the Kia Seltos and is also expected to be carried forward to the facelifted upcoming Hyundai Verna. Just like any other Hyundai diesel engine, this engine is also fairly very refined and very smooth. Thanks to ample amount of under bonnet cladding and noise insulation materials, there is hardly any engine noise audible inside the cabin. So that was all about the new Hyundai Creta SX diesel. The new Hyundai Creta overall feels like a huge improvement over the original Hyundai Creta, at least in terms of space, size and features. This SX variant, even though not being the top spec variant, gets almost all the comfort and features anyone would ask for in a mid-size SUV.
The pricing for the new Hyundai Creta SX petrol and diesel are on the screen for you right now.
Do let me know in the comment section below what do you think about the pricing and the overall feel and features of the new Hyundai Creta SX. I feel that despite its quirky looks, this second generation Hyundai Creta is going to be a very strong seller. So that's all for today. This is Viprajesh signing off. See you on another video. Thank you for watching.